All right, well, people been watching us get our little fumbles in place, man. But we recording this, so we'll get it. I'm gonna edit it down, right? So if that's the case, then hold on, G. Let me hit him with the intro. All right, well, people. What's up, man? It's your boy Darren Dickerson, and we here with Greg Century, man. You know he's a manager. We finna jump into this whole Ray Daniels conversation. What up, G?
What's going on? What's going on with you?
Hey, I'm not doing some. I'm doing well, man. This first of all, thanks so much for jumping on with us today, bro. We
Appreciate it.
streaming
All we
live
do.
on yeah, we streaming live on Rick Ross's channel. The real Rick Ross is not a rapper. You know what I'm saying?
Got you. Shout out to
Yeah.
Rick.
Hey, you saw the Ray Daniels what was going down, right?
Yeah, pieces of it. Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play some of that clip
Mm-hmm.
for the folks, right? And
Do that.
then we're gonna talk about it.
Yep. Let's go.
Being honest with you, Boom, I can't sit next to a nigga that does something that I don't agree with, and I can't. I had this. What you didn't understand was I was separating myself from you.
You saying he's a scammer, basically?
No, I'm not gonna call him a scammer. I don't know what my bro does to make money, but but that is my problem.
But you could have told me that beforehand.
No, Boom. You don't understand? I'm telling you. I'm coming on your show.
Okay.
To be interviewed.
Right.
You start talking this, and this thing you have, like, you're good at it, by the way. You like nigga, no. You like artists are not, they're spending money, they're gambling, not investing, and there's only three ways to wealth, and it's by debt, this, and I'm like, I think I'm in this nigga infomercial.
Was when Ray said, in that interview, he was trying to separate himself from Boom.
You said from who? Boom.
From Boom. That Ray was trying to make sure that when
From
he was
Boom?
on with Boom, that he was separating himself. You know what I mean? That people didn't see him and Boom as being the same type of manager, right?
Okay.
And so, for me, I wanted to get a sense from you, right? That based on what 'cause I know you, so just for a little background, tell the people like kind of artists you manage. You know what I'm saying? Starting with like Too Rare.
Yeah, I worked with definitely about 5 producers. Don't really like to do the naming thing, but a bunch of
Right.
producers, a few little up and coming artists that turned up pretty good. So
Right.
keep it real simple, man. Keep it real simple. Keep it real modest, man. I just kind of like to move in the shadows and help out and change careers and change lives when I can. So I
Yeah,
don't really
man.
like to name names 'cause everything usually go wrong. So when it go wrong,
I
it's like,
appreciate
I
that.
don't want to talk bad.
No, I appreciate that. But with that though, like, what do you think has really changed in the representation of artists now, right? Like what is, because like, okay, so Ray's one type of manager where he said, he don't really take nothing from the artist. And then, and you and I were talking, you said you kind of had it on both sides where you were really into the development of artists, but then there's a whole other group of artists out there who they passionate about the industry and they got their own financing. Where do you stand on whether or not you are financing everything for artists, or whether or not you're basically more of a consultant and a contractor and working in that sense?
I mean, I would more so always like to start out as a consultant contracting because you kind of want to build up the is this the right thing for me too? Like, is this because like I'm not like needed it like this the only thing I got to do. Like I always had a lot of different things going on. So like doing that would take me away from something else. So I had to like really believe in it. So I would rather start out like consultant, helping out, telling you what works, showing up at some meetings to give you a little representation, seeing how you talk to people, seeing where your music is going, seeing where your hustle is at throughout the day. So what you pulling up with, before I really like decide who I really want to, because you can't really just be playing around with people nowadays. It's like I really like I dive in. I'm very like emotional, not emotional, but like a lot of this music thing, like you protecting people with your life. Like you can't really. It's Philly. Like you moving around with certain people, it adds different things. So you got to always be so careful. So if I'm going to be around,
No. Now speak on that about the passion part. Like you just said something very important that you kind of connect with the artist, right?
yeah, try to.
And
Try to
so
and
and
not just
so
be the
what
person looking at just the numbers and all of that. Like a lot of that don't be really mattering to me.
so like obviously you've seen the conversation with Ray and Boom, right? So do you think that that either way is a better way, or you feel like today you kind of got to do a little bit of both?
I
Meaning,
feel like
meaning,
you
meaning, where
definitely
you're financing some artists, or the artists have to finance everything themselves, even like consulting and all that.
no. I feel like you definitely got to be able to do both because a lot of the super talent or the hidden talent hasn't really been developed at all yet, so you don't have the means. So, but if you see it, you see it.
Right.
If you see it, you
And
see
so
it.
if so if you see it, then what do you do? What would you say the difference is when you see it? Like, what are you going to do for the artist when you know that you see it?
When you see it, you're willing to start helping with the wardrobe so that they look a certain way. You're willing to start reaching out and putting your name on the line now. Like you start making calls on your behalf. Yo, check this out on my behalf. Let me do this on my behalf. So then you start putting your name on the line. In my opinion, that's one of the biggest things in this is your name. I work very hard to like build a certain name, a certain standard, and I just want to do things a certain way in this city to last and be as old as I am doing it. So I gotta believe in it. Then and once I believe in it, then we can go. And I'll take care of like
Right.
I
And
guess
so
we're talking about anything that got to do with growing their fan base. They might just need a little bit of like performance help. So we might find somebody that can put them on the stage and show them what they're missing, what they're not doing. Might need writers, like just things to bring out what they're already doing and take them up a level.
right. So for me, man, I started out in management. I started out in management in the '90s, right? It was way different. Artists had zero. You know what I mean? They weren't even
Right,
there was no internet for them to get their stuff popping, right? So you had to
right,
literally do everything.
right.
And then, when the money started rolling in, I'm gonna be very honest with you. The reason I left management is that at that time there was really no fair way to recoup all that you invested to get the artist to the point of getting the deal without doing something shady, right? Meaning that, okay, you've been financing this artist for 2, 3 years. I mean, it could be a long time. And that's picking them up, taking them to shows, getting hair done, getting this done, clothes, all that. Even if you took the clothes back and took them home with you because you couldn't leave the clothes with them because they wear them and everything, right? Now
Right.
they got to sign the deal, right? And you thinking, okay, I'm going to recoup my money. But then when they finally broke down the money part to me, I'm like, wait a minute. So now when they give us this advance, they got to pay for everything out of the advance. So you pistol whip that, then you're gonna try to take back the money you made, right? So you say, nah, I ain't gonna take it off of that. I'll just take a little bit, you know what I mean? But try to keep it going. Now they
Right.
gotta pop because if they don't get another deal, you still upside down,
Yep. Fact.
right?
Definitely in
But
the
but
red.
everybody feel like you're supposed to carry that. You see what I'm saying? Like you're supposed to just carry that because you're trying to develop this person, and then when they blow up, it's quite possible they don't sign back with you.
Yeah, they start looking for something bigger and better. Like it's a crazy game. So it's definitely a crazy game. Like the loyalty and the fuck the contracts and people being in the air and social media have people thinking that people are doing more than they might be doing, or that this person can help me more than this loyal person I know is willing to do everything and putting their life on the line for me. Sometimes it definitely gets a little blurry when they get to a certain point. You see the changes all
Yeah,
the
yeah.
time. And I hate that it never really go right. That'd be the worst part about it. Like every time it don't go right, the person be right back. Starting from square one again. You might be a little known but it's like you be right back. And people don't stick with their
talk,
people.
talk,
You
talk
everything
about that.
can't take.
How they don't put nothing to the side to be able to at least do the next record or keep the momentum going. Speak on that.
I mean, we know it's a short attention span time that we in right now. So you got to
Right.
be able to like, unless you get the machine behind the song or the internet or TikTok nowadays don't go crazy with it. Like you have to have another follow-up song. Like if you're trying to develop a certain look as like you want to look like you're really trying to make this my career. Like I'm about to be the next one. You gotta show that you got some songs. And in the city, all I can judge for the most part is Philly. Like you can't just have
Right.
one song in Philly. Like you gotta be able to show like you got a couple songs and you got your hub being able to rock through your songs and like Like your hood got to know
Yeah,
your
yeah.
song.
Speak on that. No, speak on that. The fan base, right? Like the
Mhm.
fans, right? What is expectation of fans nowadays? Like, what do they want from artists?
I mean, it depends. For the most part, they definitely want to see the social media part. Like they want to see what you're doing throughout the day, what you get into, what kind of moves you're
Mhm.
making, how you party a little bit. Sometimes they really want to get into your personality, like because the gaming and the Twitch and all of that is kind of going crazy. So got to be able to show like sides of you that you might not shown back in the day. Because people can watch these people on Twitch all day long and really get to know people. Consistency,
You know what's
building your
yep, no,
brand.
keep on that consistency. Yep, right there.
Yeah,
Yeah, that
consistency.
could,
So that's the only thing that'll make you
speak on the
stand out.
consistency with the music. Like I think people have learned to be consistent with the social, and somehow
Yeah,
they think that replaces the consistency with the music. Speak on
no,
because you
big
were talking
facts.
about the music.
Big facts. Because it's like if you don't know how to, like we talked earlier, like if you don't know how to get your merch and everything together, like the online is the easiest one to do. So like if you're really just an artist and you're working, you gotta have your merch to make money. Like you gotta do a lot of different things outside of just worrying about the streams or the sales. Because like if it ain't getting on the radio, it's not going to do what you expect it to do, and people not really going to keep their money.
Right, no, that's facts. Like a lot of people are not seeing.
My fault. Truck is way back.
Yeah, like a lot of people are not really seeing the importance of the streaming, of engagement. They just think it's just gonna happen, just and it doesn't, right? And so, for those of y'all who checking in, man, give me a second. G, I'm gonna hit it with the intro. Knowledge of yourself, and with the greater knowledge of nature, you must know what is good and what is not. You must know what is finite. You must know that which is material, physical, and otherwise. Hey, for those who are checking in, man, it's your boy Darren Dickerson. We streaming live on the Rick Ross channel. We got our man. You see his on screen, Money Cent. Greg Century's how I know him. He's one of the dopest managers out of the Philly area. We talking about the whole, Ray Daniels boom conversation, but we're not really talking about the Ray Daniels boom piece. We're really discussing like the landscape of management, what artists are doing and not doing right now. And G, I really thank you for tapping in, man. I think this is the start of us, being able to have some conversations
No doubt.
with the people about, about the music game, share information about what people really need to be doing to get their music out. And then, and then also, like, I think this conversation is just starting. I mean, I think they almost came to blows, right? And
Most
so,
definitely just warming up.
yeah, that it was a big viral moment, bro. For real, for real. You know what I mean? And so for me, I'm just trying to see if we can use this opportunity because I think there's a major shift going on. I mean, TikTok just partnered with iHeart, so TikTok radio is a thing now. But at the
Mm-hmm.
same time, you're transferring some licensing of your song to TikTok, like that new
Yep.
licensing agreement that just came out. I think people need to understand that. So man, I think one, thank you, brother, for tapping in, and let's see when we can get
My
together and
pleasure.
do
My
this again.
pleasure. My
You
pleasure.
got you
My
got you,
pleasure,
you
my
got
brother.
you got anything coming up that the folks should know about?
No, I'm just pretty much I also like run a few after school programs in the city and I'm a school. So, I'm just kind of trying to get this year over with. Always give back to the
Right,
youth,
right.
donate.
Hey
That's
man,
my biggest thing right now.
appreciate the giving back to the youth, my brother.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
You
my
know what I mean?
thing. Like I'm really known like as a coach and to give back and doing, give back parades and setting up concerts in schools and bringing these artists to the schools. And so like that's where my real like passion lies at. That's my mark in the city.
Well, let's do this, bro. Let's figure out something for the fall. It's gonna be a heavy election year, man. I think we need to do something with the kids, with the high school and the college. You know what I mean? Because some of those kids are gonna be, eligible to vote, but there's also gonna be a lot of young generations that can be first time voters. So let's if there ain't no more MTV to rock the vote, bro. Let's hip hop the vote.
It ain't gonna be easy to get this vote, and this shit going crazy right now, politic wise. So good
I know
luck,
that's why we gotta dive in and see what we can do about it, brother.
my guy.
You know what I mean? All right, bro. Appreciate you, man. We'll do it again.
Talk to you
All right, one.
later.